You guys who said Kenya guys are not sort of romantic in these outside countries, I think this story gonna make you reflect. I didn't understand that people want more. People want more of the experience in this country. There was a time I went to a movie place and someone was asking me, are you a black American? Because of the way I had shaved. I can make my short videos, post on the Instagram, post on TikTok, and that's it for me. I've never thought like I needed a YouTube channel. Something I want to be grateful about this whole experience is sometimes I pull into spaces and I don't know how things are gonna turn out. That is English, yo. When people see me with my camera, definitely they tend to ask so many questions. But two of the questions still stand out to be the most common ask. And the first one is, so guys, it's some time now, I've been putting myself out here, trying to document the experience about this country, just to help the expert community, like, know the spots they can hang out during their weekends, places where they could explore the days they're off. And it's been a journey of a lot of learning. It's been a journey of questioning myself if really I want to do this. But I think sometimes when the purpose is so big, it gives you the motivation of keep going. I've been privileged to meet that is English, yo. So I've been privileged to meet lots of people from like different nationalities when I attend events, when I go to some of the historical sites, even sometimes when I explore the restaurants in this country. So of course people ask different questions, like, yeah, what's your name, where are you from, where do you work, but two has remained to be the most asked question while I'm out there. And the first one is, are you a vlogger? Which I think I'm gonna do an episode of its own later in the future. But this second one is, do you have a YouTube channel? Which I have, but it has been inactive. You can relate that situation of you open a bank account but you're broke, so you don't get to deposit anything there. Also for me that was the case. I have like a YouTube channel, but there's nothing I'm posting. But I've never thought like I needed a YouTube channel. What for? I can make my short videos, post on the Instagram, post on TikTok, and that's it for me. So there's a South African podcast called Conversationalist, capitalist. I think it's one of my top 10 podcasts for this year. It's run by three guys. So two beautiful ladies and one very brilliant guy. I watched one of their episodes. They were speaking about the power of starting, and I think I really resonated with that. But there's something I had not started yet, but I'll get there. But recently I had a chat with my friend, and he was telling me, people want to understand the culture of other countries, and you cannot learn a culture of a country if something is served in portion. You have to give people the whole experience. So it's important for those long form of content, and I'm talking now of YouTube. And so when I also listened to the podcast of the power of starting, so I said, okay, if that is the case, then why not we have to start. So not really good in doing YouTube, because I feel like when I talk for 5 minutes, it gets to a point I just run out of words. I tried it the other day, 2 days before. I had gone to the Kuwait city. There was a market called Kuwait Market, and long before when it started, it was located at Araya Center. And I told myself, okay, let me try doing a YouTube experience of the Kuwait city. To my surprise, when I get to that place, guess what, guys? The market has not been there for the last 5 years. So I got shock of the year, and I said, so I could not post that little experience, because I was am I ready to do that? Anyway, guys, so when I started the journey, I would say it's not like I had a clear picture, or it's not like I had a clear direction of how I wanted things to be. I just believe in the power of starting. That's why I'm creating this video, just to tell you, yeah, I think I need to start documenting these experiences in YouTube form, just to share how it has been for me with the content creation in this country. And I want to have it because when I do most of the videos and I get to post out there, I just sell the one angle of this whole experience, and the angle is always the beauty part of it, the perfection. You know, you've taken all those shots, you've come back to the house, you've edited, you've put something perfect out there, and of course you get to inspire people. People see it, people are inspired to visit these places, some people are inspired to start their own journey, some people are inspired, they want to learn about the video editing stuff and all sorts of things. But also I think there is importance of also showing people the other side of how this journey looks like. So I don't want to be someone that inspires people through perfection. I just want to inspire people also through the behind the scene. People gets to see when you decide to put yourself out there, you're gonna walk into the rooms that probably you're the only foreign person in that room. And so it needs a lot of confidence for you to be able to come up with a project that you're gonna post it for people. So giving people the 360 of how it is from point A to Z of creating this whole content, I believe this is something will make people appreciate the journey even more, because people want the authenticity, you know, because if something is so much perfect, people tend to reject it. So as I wind up, I am going to give you two stories, and all of these are from Kenyan guys. So you guys who say Kenyan guys are not sort of romantic in these outside countries, so I believe these two scenarios are going to make you reflect. So one of the guy reached me on TikTok, but I think it happened to be one of those days I was so busy, so I didn't get to reply his message on time. So apparently, I don't know how it happened, the guy reached to one of my friend and he was given my number. So, but before that, he also sent me a message on Instagram. But again, at that time, you know, all these things I came to learn afterwards when I settled. So the guy sent me a message on TikTok and I didn't reply on time. So he went on Instagram, sent me a DM. I didn't also reply on time. So I don't know how he got to know one of my friends. He requested for my number. So my friend gave out the number, which I understood later it was because of the emergency the guy had. So the guy gets to drop me the first call. I was like, okay, this is a strange number. I'm gonna pick it later. Because like I told you guys, I was busy. I was having a meeting with my manager. Gets to drop a second call. I didn't pick. So he gets to send a message. And from what he had sent, I said, okay, this is important. I had to reply. The guy had sort of like misunderstanding with the girlfriend, and he needed a place where he could take the girlfriend out, have some good time, and probably apologize for what had happened. You know, I can't get into details, but I was like, wow. So these are guys from the countries who are being told they're not romantic, and here is someone who wants to take his girlfriend out, you know, out in a beautiful restaurant just to go and apologize, you know. Definitely, you could have bought him flowers, you know. There were so many options, but for him, taking that initiative of wanting to take his girlfriend out, have some good time, you know, I was like, okay, these are some of the things that amaze me, and they give me a reason to keep creating, keep giving people option of the beautiful places they can hang out with their partner. A second scenario came from a guy who also reached out, but now this one for me was a very special case. So the guy was planning to propose to his partner, and he wanted me to recommend for him the best spot for that. So for me, these two scenarios really have been outstanding, you know. and they give me the reason to like keep going, keep going, because at least, putting this content out there, it's making a difference to some people's lives, helping people find places where they can, or yeah, hang out with their partners. So we can only hope for the best, guys. All right, guys, like I told you, I'm not so good at the podcast thing because I feel like I'm running out of words. But anyway, much love from the JT. See you in the next episode. Hala.